Morning. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream here for coffee and crypto on a beautiful Thursday day, baby. This coffee, look at, I know people don't like Starbucks. Hear me out. There's a reason why they're dominating. Ish bomb, baby. Ish bomb. Do me a favor, smash that like button before we get started. And boy, do we have some juicy news for you guys today. Kinda, right? Kinda. Now, I've been kind of down this rabbit hole this morning of what if CZ is the bad guy? What if CZ Binance is the shady figure in all of this? Now, look it, I don't trust any exchanges when it comes to holding my cryptocurrency. And look, if you don't have one of these babies, I always keep it right here to remind you guys, you need a cold storage wallet. You got to consider getting one because you never know, right? You never know what's going to happen with these exchanges. Again, do me a favor, slap that like button, push us up in the old algorithm, subscribe if you like this channel, and remember, check out today's sponsors and this month's sponsor, Volt Inu, hashtag ad. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring your boy through this crazy crypto winter. Let me say hi to the chat, and then we'll get started. What's up, babies? How y'all doing? What's up, Honda? What's up, Lord? What's up, Javi? What's up, baby? What's up, Design DNA? Good morning, good morning. Maddie B. What's up, Slim Cheeses? How you doing, baby? What's up, Frank? We have Cool Cat Crypto. We have Bud. We got Mizzy Matt. What's up, baby? Mizzy Matt, I didn't know you did cosplay, man. It's pretty sick. Big fan. What's up, Tracy G? I don't do it, but I think people that do it are pretty sick. What's up, Janet? How you doing? What's up, Jayhawk? I saw you retweet Scott Herman's car. It's clean, though. It's clean. But you probably smoke it, right? It's clean. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? How you doing, Bud? What's up, Sirens? What's up, Sacco? Speak to my manager, baby. What's up, my Ultra? What's up? What's up? What's up, Racket Club? What's up, world's best tennis coach in the world? Let's go, baby. What's up, Brad? Working 20 jobs. What's up, Neville? How you doing? What's up, Jay Linda? What's up, Jayhawk? With a $2 donation says, fade fire as fuck. Barbara did good. Must be a new one. Are you roasting me? Because you can't even see my hair. you can see the lineup though a little bit, right? Yeah, I got a new fade. Hold on. Let's peep the fade. So I'm trying to grow out the mohawk, guys. So I can't. I'm trying to grow out the mohawk, but I get fade. Sheesh. It's not bad. I need to shave my face, but I need to grow out the mohawk. So we're working on it. We're working on it. Let's see. What's up, Biz? How you doing, baby? What's up, Biz? Still need to give me a Rolex. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. Longest set of ads. It's not really ads. I'm just talking to the community. You know, you got to talk to your community. You know what I mean? You got to talk to your community. All right. Let's check this out. Okay. All right. So the entire cryptocurrency market is down, right? And it's down pretty bad today. Now, why is it down? Well, we had a nice little rally off of the news that we're probably getting a pretty decent interest rate hike from the Federal Reserve. Now, look, inflation's still bad, but we're headed in the right direction. I just think it's going to take longer than a lot of people think to really get inflation under control. And that's why the cryptocurrency markets are pulling back a little bit, but still not terrible overall. Now, I mean, what is the next year going to look like for crypto? I mean, no one really knows, but we have an idea. Now, I've been hearing many different theories on what the hell the government's going to do when it comes to inflation. How are we going to figure this out? Because keep in mind, guys, our goal for healthy inflation every year is 2%. Right now, it's at 7.1. Is the goal of 2% too lofty? Is that are we going to be able to shoot for that target anymore? Now, I heard a few months ago that possibly we may make 4% the new norm, which I'm not sure if that's good. Keep in mind, the issue is when the Federal Reserve keeps raising interest rates, you have to understand that there's two things that are going to happen 2024, right? The election, another election. Remember that? A lot of campaign and those sorts of things. And we still have national debt. So here's the two issue. One, the national debt, if you keep raising interest rates, it affects the national debt too. It's about $30-something trillion. So obviously we can't pay that interest forever. The second thing is, okay, well, what about the election? Well, the elections may affect the Federal Reserve messing with the economy. Why? Because in order to get a hold on inflation, you have to push us into some sort of recession or just make times economically hard, right? That's the way we get through inflation. Well, if we do that, people are going to associate that with our current administration, and that's not good for getting reelected. Now, some would say the chances of this administration getting reelected is slim to none. It's still very, very interesting, right? It's still very, very interesting to see how they're going to play this. So those are some factors that we haven't really talked about, but I heard from a few other people that are not the Federal Reserve and that are not going to, they're not talking out of their ass, because the Federal Reserve can say anything they want, but they haven't been right on a lot of things, right? Keep in mind, they haven't been right on a lot of things. But let's jam into this. So cryptocurrency market's down. Looks like it's down about 1% today. A lot of the top cryptocurrencies dumping. See Bitcoin down 3%, Ethereum down 4.8%. Pretty much a normal day in crypto. You know what I mean? Just kind of chilling. Now, okay, Kevin O'Leary has obviously been coming out and targeting Binance. We're going to watch Kevin O'Leary's video on at his the whole thing, the whole situation that happened with SBF and the whole collapse of FTX, like the steps that Kevin O'Leary took, and why Binance and CZ probably made a pretty bad showing on CNBC this morning. And look, I'm not here to hate on CZ. I'm neutral. When I see something wrong, I'm going to call it out. Let's watch this video. I think it's very, very interesting. So this is called Kevin O'Leary weighs in on the FTX situation.
Holding a second day of hearings on the downfall of cryptocurrency exchange FTX, examining how the company's implosion could impact the industry. FTX investor Kevin O'Leary, who lost millions, had this to say regarding how the fallout occurred.
In my view, my personal opinion, these two behemoths that own the unregulated market together and grew these incredible businesses in terms of growth were at war with each other. And one put the other out of business intentionally. Now, maybe there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe there's nothing wrong with love and war. But Binance is a massive, unregulated global monopoly now. They put FTX out of business. Now, lots of other reasons, I'm sure, but that's my personal opinion. That is what Sam Bankman-Fried told me in terms of where the assets went.
Kevin joins us now live. He is a CNBC contributor, the host of CNBC's Money Court, and a Shark Tank investor. Kevin, always great to speak with you and get your take on this. Binance didn't make SBF, embezzle money. Binance didn't, incinerate all of the, accounting trails for where the money went in terms of Alameda Research. So I'm wondering if you think that you're laying a little bit too much blame at Binance's foot, as opposed to saying, you know what, SBF ran this operation that was just completely a mirage.
No, that's not what I was asked today. That's not why that hearing was put together. It was designed to explore the reasons for the demise of FTX. And look, there's lots of accounting issues. There will be lots of investigations. There's lots of litigation. But let's just talk about where the money went. This is a pretty simple situation. Way back on the Saturday when after Friday, after it was I'm going to give you a date here. I'm just looking up my notes here. Saturday, November 12th. I noticed in our corporate accounts, yes, I am an investor, there was nothing there. Not only were there no assets, there were no records. There was nothing. So it had been stripped clean. So I decided, okay, I know the management of this company. I'm going to make some phone calls, ask where it went. Where was it? Did it get hacked? Did it go to the Bahamian government? Did it go to wherever, FTX US? Just where's the money? It's a very simple question. And it's not brain surgery.
Imagine Kevin O'Leary calling SBF. Hey, yo, where's the money? Yo, where is the money? Ooh, rough day, right?
Here. And I just called Sam up. Sam Bankman-Fried said, Sam, where's the money? And he said, I don't have access anymore to the servers.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
And I said, okay, walk me back 24 months. Where'd the money go? Forget about the small stuff, the 50 million, the 200 million, all the stuff, all the allegations, all the allegations of fraud. Forget all that. Tell me, you're a $32 billion company.
Yep.
Where'd the real money go? That's when I learned that he bought back all the stock from Binance. They were a 20% shareholder. I didn't know that. The second largest shareholder, maybe, I don't have the records, but we're going to find this all out. And the first largest shareholder, the biggest shareholder, Sam Bankman-Fried himself, bought out all the stock of Binance. And I said to him, why would you do that? Why would you pay a $32 billion valuation for something that you sold for seed stock valuations just months ago? He said, I can't get licensed anymore. Anywhere I go, when Binance is 20% of the cap table, the regulators turned me down. Now, either CZ was being uncooperative or he had reasons not to disclose whatever the regulators wanted. In every geography they went. So according to Sam Bankman-Fried, these are his words, I had to buy it back. I had to bring it back on the cap table. You want to know where the money went? That's where it went. And all I'm saying is, sure, there's other allegations, and I know that's all going to be put through the systems. Sure. I get it. But that was the major loss of the balance sheet was basically a related transaction between two shareholders. And the only reason I brought it up is that sounds like a Madoff clawback to me. I mean, there's something wrong here.
Can I ask you, Kevin, because it made
very interesting, right?
It sound like he used cash, he used money that.
Very interesting, right? Now, look at here's the thing: SBF mismanaged funds. He still mismanaged funds, right? But this is an interesting perspective. Look at we all know that CZ is a brutal, cutthroat businessman. He wants to eliminate the competition, right? So obviously that's a part of it, but still, let's continue.
That was in various accounts in order to do this, money that was in your account, for instance. But did Sam Bankman-Fried use FTT tokens to buy any part of that Binance stake back?
Great question, Melissa. Nobody knows. There's no records anymore. And that's the first place I'm sure John Ray is going to look. But was it cash? My bet is a lot of it was cash. We just simply don't know. But the point is, let's move forward now to the week of November 6th when this company went bankrupt. Why in the world would a block trade like the one owned by CZ and or Binance be tweeted out saying, I have $550 million worth of FTT tokens I'm going to put to the market? You don't trade like that. You arrange a cross. You go and find buyers, you form a syndicate, and you clear market with a trade.
Well, that's in traditional finance, Kevin. This is decentralized, Wild West finance. So he didn't do that.
Well, Melissa, that's the whole point. And let me tell you something. My read of this.
And obviously, we know that's the way the ball got rolling when it came to this situation, right? We know that Binance did announce that, hey, we're getting rid of our tokens, and thumped them within a couple. Everybody started freaking out, right? Now, keep in mind, CZ attempted this with Crypto.com and Coinbase. Not the same thing, obviously, a little different, but still calling them out on Twitter. Let's continue.
The Senate today, they're tired of this. They don't want to keep holding hearings every 6 months when the next crypto crap blows up. They're done with it. They're not happy cowboys. They're really unhappy, and it's not going to stop here. Now, I don't know where we're going with this. The narrative's obviously going to be looking at Binance next. I have no idea. All of this stuff is alleged. There's no records. But the Senate, the Hill, the legislators, the regulators, they're done. They've had enough. And so I think we're going to get some action here. You can't keep taking these things down to zero, $1 billion at a time.
Right. I mean, action. If they're sick and tired of this situation, Kevin, it sounds like the regulation is going to be very harsh, and it's going to be, swift in congressional terms, which is probably not swift enough, but swift on their timeline. Kevin, I'm wondering, because you're an investor, right, in the U.S. platform, I believe, as well as the foreign entity, as a VC investor with your own dollars, not with other people's money. And so as an investor in this, what did you see? Did you have any clue? I mean, when John Ray comes out and says this was worse than Enron when it comes to accounting, and Enron was pretty bad, obviously. I mean, weren't you privy to that? Didn't you see anything that would tip you off?
No.
Hold on.
I didn't see anything that would tip me off. And you're right. I'd never put an LP into this because I was a paid spokesperson. That would have been a conflict of interest. So it's all mine. I get it. And I look like an idiot, and so do the other 90 investors. We all feel very foolish. But at this point,
I mean, look, SBF fooled everybody. He wants to deflect on the CZ, and we'll get into why CZ is looking a little shady in a little bit. But SBF fooled everybody, right? And I bet he feels like a clown because look, when you come out and say the things Kevin O'Leary did publicly and endorse SBF and say us parents are regulators, oh wow, it's. You look like an asshole, like, damn, you look like you have pie on your face. But look, everybody was fooled. It's okay. Move on. Great. Right. But still, let's continue.
Now, the most important thing are the records. And so John Ray has to go get the records. I'd argue this is a very simple situation, not that complicated. You follow the money.
Follow the money.
Now, let me tell you why it's going to be not so hard to do that. Every wire transfer going into Alameda, whether it's a Fed wire, ACH transfer, or a SWIFT wire, whether we're going to know the address it went to, we can audit that. All the meat grinding that went on in Alameda, we'll get the accounting records of that. We'll know how that occurred. Any transfers between FTX and Alameda, we'll get that too. Any crypto leaving either of those entities is on the blockchain, irrevocable. You can audit that. So my guess is we'll find out what happened here. I don't know where the cash is, but the overall, I was in Washington all day today. The mood, the tone, they're not okay here, Melissa. They're not okay. And so watch what happens. I predict swift, difficult, unhappiness.
It's awkward,
They don't want any more hearings.
Okay, he's right. When it comes to cryptocurrency, first of all, Congress doesn't know what the hell they're talking about, right? They're just like confused over the whole situation. It's like, but what we did see is that the sentiment towards crypto was, it's not crypto, a crypto issue. Although some want to say it's a crypto issue, it's a fraudster issue, right? It's a fraudster issue. And Kevin O'Leary's looking like a clown with pie on his face right now. But here's the thing: when Kevin O'Leary said he would invest in SBF again and support any businesses he ran, he's a venture capitalist. He knows that that's the way he's going to make money, right? That's important, right? He's like, hey, I'm a fucking venture capitalist. I like, Shark Tank guy. I'll give you some money. I'm hoping to get a return on my investment. So I understand when he says those things, but doing this weird apology tour and defending Sam publicly, I think is a little crazy. Now we'll see what happens in months down the road. But I saw something very, very interesting from the interview with CZ this morning, and Meet Kevin points it out perfectly. So shout out to Meet Kevin for this. But when I was watching this CNBC interview, I was like, why isn't CZ like answering these questions directly? He seems to be kind of deflecting on certain things, right? Now, keep in mind, Binance is the big bad savior of crypto, but a lot of people don't like CZ because they feel like he's a threat to other cryptocurrency projects in the space, especially since he's been calling a lot of them out. And a lot of people don't like the fact that there is a monopoly in cryptocurrency with Binance, and especially if it's unregulated. But Meet Kevin picks him apart perfectly. It's really, really good. We're going to watch it right now, and then we're going to react to it because it's really, really good.
We want to set the golden standard for reliability, solidness in the space.
So do it. Would you be able to handle it if somebody asked you for $2.1 billion back? Would that be okay? Would you be able to still withstand things?
We're financially okay.
Including you have $2.1 billion to give away. If somebody came to claw that back, you'd still be fine?
We'll let the lawyer handle it. We are financially strong.
So what they're saying about that is she's asking pretty much because how money was given to some people through FTX. Of course, these lawyers want to take back that money. It's called like a clawback or some weird shit like that, where they go through a process of getting money back that was like fraudulently given or whatever, right? But sometimes the legal fees and the work it takes to get that money back, it's not worth the juice is not worth the squeeze, pretty much. But she is on his ass this interview. Let's watch. First of all, it's his baby girl right here. Let's continue.
CNBC just absolutely destroyed CZ from Binance.
Side note about Meet Kevin. A lot of people don't like Meet Kevin. Okay, look, he's a little clickbaity sometimes. He throws a bunch of ads in his fucking shit too much. But I think he has good content. You got to pick what you like from it. And he's first to everything. This motherfucker's up at like 3 a.m. waiting for the federal. He's on the West Coast. 5 a.m. ready. First with the CPI data. First with anything, right? So got to respect the man. Let's continue.
If you still had any trust left for CZ, it should be gone after this interview. It is so evasive and disgusting. And it follows a Bloomberg article from November where we were told that individuals who have tried to sue Binance.com have found that it's almost impossible to sue them because the Binance platform is not owned by any company or other legal entity. It's owned by a litany of companies, and it's potentially just all owned by CZ, but nobody knows how to actually even sue the right company or organization because it's so arcanely orchestrated. So it's no surprise that his company is operated out of the Cayman Islands, and that Bloomberg here suggests that maybe he's avoiding even visiting the United States because if he shows up to the United States, he fears he might be arrested.
Now, he is being investigated by the U.S., right? We don't know to what extent, but that is the case, right? He's banned and operating out of, in the UK. So there are some things about CZ that people don't really know. And one of the other pieces I saw was the fact that, hey, why don't they operate out of the United States fully and completely? And the reason for that is, well, look, at the United States isn't so friendly to cryptocurrency. Coinbase does it, but they're not. And there are tax benefits for operating out of other places, right? But a lot of people don't like that because there's a lot of confusion in the place. Like no one knows where things are going and where things are coming from. It's all very shady, right?
Or a quote like this: "There are other signs of CZ's pivot to conventionality might not be entirely urgent. The day of the interview, CZ said a reporter could visit the new Dubai office they had. But after a flurry of emails, calls, and texts during which assistants and PR consultants made an array of excuses, a Binance representative said that, in fact, the office was closed because of a surge of COVID cases, which the reporters found odd because CZ had made no reference to the disease during the interview, nor had anyone else at the company mentioned that COVID was an issue. Yet the previous day, Binance arranged a separate interview with the company's head of Middle Eastern operations, who showed up unmasked at a crowded hotel lobby, where he appeared to be conducting in-person meetings in the lobby rather than at any of their offices."
Interessante.
But forget
right?
Bloomberg. Maybe Bloomberg's wrong. Let's just hear directly from the man himself. This $2.1 billion that Becky Quick asks for
Check this out.
is a reference to $2.1 billion that they received potentially from FTX, the obviously now bankrupt crypto exchange, thanks to the blatant fraud of Sam Bankman-Fried running out of liquidity at his trading firm Alameda Research and then deciding to use customer assets instead. So obviously when CZ says, yeah, we got $2.1 billion from FTX, but we're not exactly sure where that money is now, or we kind of forgot about it, wasn't really important to us.
Even after the FTT price dropped over the last year, we still have $500 million worth of it. $580 million worth of it on the day when we transferred from the address we received a year and a half ago. We never touched it. We actually kind of forgot about it.
It kind of makes you wonder, if FTX had terrible accounting practices, why doesn't CZ know where the money is? And do they actually have that money? After all, they retweet on Twitter that, oh, don't worry, look, we have like $60 billion in cold wallets. Well, why then are total debts listed as NA? And why are you defining...
What are your debts? Not applicable. We don't got any. Now, CZ says on this interview, we don't owe anybody money. But you got to have something. What are your liabilities? You got to have something, right? Let's go. Let's continue.
Net worth as the same thing as an asset. Net worth, which is equity, equals assets minus debts. But if you're refusing to reveal the debts, then this is a totally blatant misdirection. Now, you might be thinking, but Kevin, maybe they don't have any debts. But that's not actually what CZ says.
But thus far, you haven't disclosed your liabilities. And I wonder why that is and whether you will.
Yeah, so we are working with firms to do the audited financials, liabilities, etc.
Okay, so you have liabilities. You just don't want to tell us what those liabilities are. Now, what could possibly help us reveal what kind of assets and liabilities they actually have?
And this is not a hit piece from CNBC because CNBC was laying a smackdown on SBF and people involved with them and Kevin O'Leary. So it's not a CNBC thing. In fact, this last year, CNBC has been absolutely fantastic when it's come to their cryptocurrency updates and news and stories and those sorts of things. And yes, I'm sure they take paid promotions because they always have a little segment where some rando from a project comes and talks about their project. So they shill something, right? But like a soft shill. I still think they've done a good job. And we used to watch them pretty much daily. And they had a really good piece on FTX. But this is not a hit piece from CNBC. This is just asking tough questions. And when I was watching this, I was like, I had the same thought. You know, I had the same exact thought. I'm like, well, a lot of this doesn't add up.
How about an audit? What does CZ have to say about an audit?
But audits don't reveal every problem. So
No, but an audit from a Big Four auditor would reveal that, CZ. If you could get a Big Four auditor to say that, if you're saying that some of them don't want to work with you, that raises questions too. They don't want to work with you because you don't have the files and the data that would make them feel comfortable signing off and giving that stamp of approval?
Actually, many of them don't even know how to audit crypto exchanges. They don't really, when they audit, they're very used to auditing a firm.
Just take a moment here to appreciate Becky Quick's reaction, and then we'll keep going.
Many of them don't even know how to audit crypto exchanges. They don't really, when they, so.
Now, if only.
Dude, she's such a baddie. Isn't she a baddie, bro? Isn't she a little baddie? Baby, won't you come my way? All right, I'll stop. The thirst is on. Look at it. What time is it? 8:30? I am on. The thirst, I am on. Let's continue.
There were another crypto exchange that was publicly listed on the NASDAQ
Coinbase!
And regulated by the SEC, requiring audits.
And so I was thinking of that when he was saying, I was like, what about Coinbase, bitch? You just called Coinbase out publicly for not being transparent with their proof of reserves, even though it's publicly available. That's information you can find. I mean, you got to look for it, but right? All right, let's continue.
Which would mean there was an auditing company that was probably a Big Four auditing company, you know, like a Deloitte, that existed. If only there was such a company that existed.
Does Coinbase Coinbase has a Big Four reserves? Coinbase has a Big Four auditor?
Actually, I don't look at Coinbase. We don't really look at
I think
other,
so, though.
I don't know the
so
details.
they understand it well
Deloitte
enough.
is the auditor for Coinbase.
So they can figure.
They do have some experience.
So I want you to put together the web of lies that we just saw. Now, I believe to be web of lies, okay? I can't know with certainty. Nobody really can, which is actually the scary part if you have your money at Binance, right? You want certainty. But let's try to put the web together here. So CZ says that if they had a $2.1 billion clawback because of their investment from FTX, which means FTX had 2.1 bill because they were a fraud, there's a risk that the money they sent to CZ could be clawed back. His response is not, yes, we could handle a $2.1 billion clawback. It's the following.
Would you be able to handle it if somebody asked you for $2.1 billion back? Would that be okay? Would you be able to still withstand things?
We're financially okay.
Including you have $2.1 billion to give away. If somebody came to claw that back, you'd still be fine?
We'll let the lawyers handle it. We are financially strong.
There's no surprise because he kind of forgot about that money anyway.
We actually kind of forgot about it.
But wait a minute, Kevin. CZ says they don't owe anybody money. They don't owe any person money.
The well-run crypto exchanges should hold user assets one-to-one. Very simply, Binance does not owe people money. Binance does not have loans from other companies, from other funds. We just don't have it. You can ask any fund in the ecosystem. You can ask any VC. We actually also do not have VC investments, so we don't owe anybody any money. And we also do not have loans to other people that we depend on for our next payroll. So
you don't have loans to pay your next payroll? Why are you even making that example? Anyway, at least it sounds good, right? So that sounds good. You could have assets backed one-to-one, but remember, you could loophole that pretty easily because if you have 1 Bitcoin in your account for 1 Bitcoin you owe to a customer, sure, that's one-to-one. But if you've now taken that and leveraged it, then you would have a large liability. Or maybe you're using derivatives like options to trade with that to try to make more money in the background. Now, CZ here says they don't owe anyone money. But how does that reconcile with the following that he says?
So we are working with firms to do the audit of financials, liabilities, etc.
So you don't owe anybody money, but you have to do liabilities catch up, and you're working with auditors to do that liabilities catch up. But auditors don't know what they're doing, even though a Big Four like Deloitte has an auditor that's able to audit their blockchains and their enterprise. But for some reason, those companies don't want to work with you.
It definitely led to the disclosure that there had been money that was taken, but that disclosure raises lots of questions about firms like yours Have you done the same? Has there ever been commingled funds? Have you ever taken any of the clients' funds and done anything with them? And again, why should we believe you? Because Sam Bankman-Fried told everybody, no, that hasn't happened. And he tweeted a lot of the same stuff that you've been tweeting in recent days, which I think gets back to this idea of show me the money.
Yeah, so let's get back to show me the money part. So Calvin omitted the fact that there's no records. That's not a problem to him.
Totally dodged the question about whether or not they use customer money. Just starts talking about someone else. Classic. Look, I think there's just a very simple way to sum this all up. And we'll use the words of CZ himself
Show me the money
to describe him.
I think he's lying about a bunch of stuff.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Now, look, I like to take everything with a grain of salt. Like, just because someone made the video and reacted on this situation doesn't make it true. But, you know, when I was watching that interview, I felt the same things. And I was like, well, it seems kind of dodgy. It seems kind of like he's not answering this whole situation. And this is why we need third-party, independent freaking auditors who have obviously they got to know about crypto, but have no affiliation to anyone in crypto. Unfortunately, and I know this sounds jacked up because we're in cryptocurrency, I just don't trust a lot of people in crypto and a lot of products in crypto. Look at one of the things that was big in the shitcoin space, the meme coin space, was these KYC groups, right? You know, and these developers who weren't docs would go through these KYC groups. Let me tell you something. After speaking to many developers and other people in the space, it's almost a pay to play kind of system, right? For example, I can't name the project because it's still kind of secret, but one person was able to KYC for a whole developer team for one popular project in our small cap community space. It's like, how is that possible? Because you pay what, $5,000 per KYC, and the person's like, all right, 7 people on your dev team. You know, that's easy money, right? That's easy money. What is it? What is that? What, 35 grand? What's whatever freaking 7 times 5 is, right? Whatever that is, you know, 6 times 6 is 36. What is that? 42? I don't know. Who knows, right? But I think it's 35, right? What's 7 times 5? 35? 7 times 4? Yeah, right. Am I wrong? Yeah, 35. Anyways, yeah, that's a lot of money, right? Crazy. Damn. It makes me forget how much basic math I don't remember. You guys ever like think of like stuff in high school and like just forget flat out? Like, do you guys think you can do a geometry test like right now? Like, that doesn't really hit you until like you have like siblings and you try to help them with their homework and you're like, yeah, dog, I need a class on this again. Anyways, but yeah, so in cryptocurrency, it's really shady, and it seems like cryptocurrency is like a developing country, but right now it's a third world country where like bribes and stuff like that are like, it's like, yeah, I get pulled over by the cops. It's like, yeah, it's implied that I give them a bribe. So it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy. What do you guys have to say about all this? Thank you so much, Javi. Yes, smash the like button. Cherry picking, yeah, but did you see the whole interview too, Crypto Realist? That's what I thought too when I was listening to it. You know, that's what I thought too. You know, I want to know exactly what's in there. I just need a third party to go in there. Pythagorean theorem, do it all the time. Austin had to Google. There's no way Austin knew how to spell that. No way, Austin. Austin hit the fucking Google with that. Is that how you spell it? Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem. That immediately made me think of Caroline Ellison. I have no clue. No correlation, right? Well, here's the thing. The thing is, like, look at, okay, great. The exchange I trust the most is Coinbase. You guys know that. If you guys watch my channel, you know that I trust Coinbase the most because the fact that I think Brian Armstrong is when I listen to him speak, I just don't think he's a shady guy. And I don't get that vibe from him. SBF was like weird. So I'm like, this guy's just kind of strange, you know? And CZ's like super smart. So I don't know. Sometimes when people are like really smart, like you think like, even if you have intuitions, you think like, oh, I'm dumb. This guy's smart. Like I shouldn't trust my intuitions, but you should always trust your intuition. You know, always. Yeah. So I think that we need a third party in there, right? 7 times 5 is not 57. Get out of here. Come on, bro. 5 times 7 is 57. Who said that? It's not 57. Okay, Stories with Us says liabilities include payroll, lawyers, infrastructure expensive, insurances. So him using that an argument is not good argument. The rest, that's what I'm saying. We don't owe nobody money. Yeah, but what are your liabilities? Not who you owe money, right? Because the issue is with a lot of these exchanges is that they do some crazy shit behind the scenes and it doesn't get exposed until people want all their money back. And you're like, yeah, I don't have your money. Like with Celsius, right? Weren't they staking like a ETH or something like that, and they couldn't unlock it because if they would have unlocked it, the price would have been lower than what they staked it, or something crazy like that, right? Crazy. It felt highly edited. Watch the original one, because when I watched the original one, I was like, and I was watching their expressions, I was like, you should probably be more transparent, CZ. Yeah, I don't hate CZ. I think he's great. But yeah. I watched that's what I say. I felt the whole thing. I felt that whole like awkward vibe when I watched the interview myself. I was like, it seems a little off. Coinbase has to follow the GAAP standards and it's regulated. Binance is not. That's what I'm saying. Well, of course, Binance US, but Binance US is not even available in every state. Like, I don't think Austin can use it. Like, I don't think it's I don't think it's available in Washington and like New York and some other places, right? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting situation. I think it's definitely something that people should keep their eye on. Look at when it comes to this space. I don't trust you cannot trust nobody, bro. I'm telling you, you cannot trust nobody. You can't trust nobody. You just don't know. CZ's obviously different, but I don't know. There's been a lot of FUD, but I still think there's one large catastrophe left in the market. I don't know what it's going to be. And depending how hard next year is and how bad this recession is, if we're going to get into a quote unquote recession, I don't know. Like I said, when it comes to like the inflation, like projections and like where we think we're going to be in a year from now or even 6 months from now, it seems like the Federal Reserve has just been wrong a lot before. So who knows if they're going to be right now? And two factors are the national debt, right? Raising interest rates, that affects that. And this current administration wants to get reelected. So if we're looking at a correct timeline, because the 2024 presidential election, right, and we have both parties are going to be campaigning next year, it's like, well, if the economy is in turmoil because we're in a recession, because we have to be pushed into a recession because that's the way we fight inflation, right? That's what the Federal Reserve does: slow down the economy so we can figure things out, right, and get out and beat this inflation. Well, the current administration is not going to look good. So does the Federal Reserve move their target for inflation instead of 2%? Is it 4%? Is it 3%? I don't know, because we're at 7.1% right now, right? And 2% is a long ways away. And in order to get there, it's going to take a lot of hurt. But then the Democrats for sure won't get reelected, right? I don't think they're going to get reelected anyways. Not take a side here, but people don't like the current administration, right? Now, what are the options for next one? I don't know, but we'll see. It's going to be a big showdown. It's going to be very highly entertaining because Donald Trump is back. And regardless what you say, that motherfucker's entertaining as fuck. I cannot wait to see debates. And DeSantis. I want to see Trump and DeSantis go at it because Trump's saying some stuff about DeSantis and DeSantis. You know what I mean? Everyone likes DeSantis because it's kind of based, So it's going to be very, very interesting. And who are the Democrats going to throw up there? Joe? Maybe Kamala? The Democrats need somebody good. They need somebody good. I don't think there's anybody, right? Maybe the California governor, Governor Gavin Newsom, but no one really likes that guy outside California. So I don't know. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be good. That Me Kevin guy kind of sort of looked like an alcoholic. Do you guys remember in Clear Value Tax roasted him? You guys remember that? Of course, you don't have to have debt to have liabilities, right? Obviously, you don't, right? But you want to know what those are, right? You want to know what those are still, right? What's up, Bengal? How you doing, baby? Long time? Damn, we need a CZ versus SPF boxing match. I think CZ would beat him up. They look like they both don't even think about working out, but. Donda says, I live in New York, Roddy, and I can't get none of those exchanges y'all talk about. Not even Coinbase? Get a VPN, dude. Osm says, our economy is strong. Yesterday proved that again. Anyone can go get a job today. Spending is still happening. JP admitted they haven't got inflation under control, and he doesn't know when they will. Yes, but we're showing signs that it's getting better, right? It's getting better. It's getting better. Right? We're not seeing inflation. It's still bad, right? Obviously. But we think it peaked in June. And so we have to make the economy look bad. But it's like, well, if that happens, then this current administration is going to get blamed for it, unless they can spin it somehow. But DeSantis, Gabbard, that'd be a power. I don't know. I don't know if they could do it, though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But Union says Wales and government are just trying to work on getting Binance down. I mean, for regulation, I've never had a problem with Binance, but to regulate crypto, they are going to try to bring them down. Well, this is all calling for harsh regulations, right? And this is why people thought that SBF was like some conspiracy theory, right? Like this conspiracy theorist, like, he was brought into the crypto world to cause this to happen and to bring it down, and then they can regulate crypto. But it seems a little crazy for me. We're not doing 0.01 at a time, right? Yeah, they have to try harder, right? They have to try harder. We'll see what happens. But Chrissy says DeSantis is already beating Trump. Democrat will still win presidential seat as they are no restricting. There are no redistricting. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. You think so? I don't know. That's an interesting, because it's like I don't know if Trump can win again. To be honest, I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can win again. Hillary, God, no one wants Hillary. CZ sounded like a relative when you ask for your money back. He's always changing the subject. Uncle, I let you borrow $500. Uncle. Hey, Uncle, where my money at? Guys, I don't let friends or family borrow money. You guys shouldn't either. Unless you really trust them, right? All right. Maybe people that I do business with or something like that, but I don't know that I've done business, I suppose, but that's rough sometimes, right? Yeah, we get Coinbase and Robinhood in New York. Okay, yeah. See, you have Coinbase. See, Coinbase is allowed everywhere, right? And Robinhood is there too. Oh yes. Okay, so that's our next story. Okay, MetaMask and PayPal made a partnership. Now, sorry, I got off topic for a second. You guys got me excited. We're not gonna have that long of a stream today. It might go a little overnight. We'll see what happens. But I got some stuff to do. And content's gonna be pretty chill today, guys. I might not put out a lot of content. I have a lot of stuff to get done today. Most notably, I got to fix up this room in here. I got to freaking what is it? Soap up? What do you call it? Wash my carpet, clean my carpet with the carpet thing. I got to rent one of those motherfuckers. And then I'm going to redo this whole room in here. Not the visual, so you guys are not going to be able to see shit. But I need my guest room to look popping. I'm having guests soon. I need to make it look sick, right? Come to Casa del Rodney. You're sitting pretty. You're looking good. I treat you. When people come to my place, I'm getting you drunk. I'm feeding you. I might blow your back out if you're a hot little ginger. But if you're not, we're still, or you're one of the boys, hey, bro, I got a room for you, bro. Hey, boom, boom, boom. What you want to drink? Want some food? You know what I mean? I'm the best host ever. Anyways, let's continue, because that was a little sidetrack. And no, I don't go to 24-hour fitness. No. I'm training kickboxing a lot now. I've been training twice a day. And I just lift weights at a regular ass gym that's close to my place. But all right, let's continue on this. Okay. I got a girl coming over. I always got girls coming over, baby. Let's go. Chill. If you go to Rodney's, you'd probably, bro, I will hook you up. Ozem says, at least when I know I visit, I will be pampered. Thank God I'm a blonde. Ozem, blondes get priorities here. Jennies get priorities. What's up, So God? You ever come to California? Welcome to Casa del Rodney, baby. We'll do some real hood rat shit. All right. Anyways. Okay. So PayPal partners with MetaMask. Now, MetaMask has been under some scrutiny because MetaMask will now collect your IP address. What are your opinions? It's like, why? Why are they? MetaMask is my favorite wallet. Now Ledger is, right? But you can import your Ledger into whatever, right? It's my favorite DeFi non-custodial wallet because I like it. It's so compatible with everything. Everyone takes MetaMask. But why are they why are they collecting your IP address now? You can still use a VPN, fine, but why are they doing that? So this story came out a while ago. Well, another story that came out was PayPal's misinformation fine sparks backlash. Remember, they had this huge fine where they could charge you $2,500 in damages for spreading misinformation. Now, the thing about that is a lot of that, like just like hate speech, it's like if I speak to a crowd of people, right, 1,000 people, and 5 of those people not hate me, but think what I'm saying to them, they perceive it as hate speech. Is it really hate speech? Is there a committee of people say that is hate speech? That is not who? Just because I speak to a crowd of people and a few are offended, doesn't make it hate speech, is what I'm saying. What is hate speech? It's hard to define that shit, right? Now, awkward truth, confrontation, that's part of life. That's not hate speech. It's just having dialogue, right? So that's crazy. But so this whole misinformation thing was kind of weird. It's like $2,500. It's like, and they can reach into your bank account and take it. Now, PayPal has a nice, fond history with cryptocurrency, right? Keep in mind, I'm going to find this. Keep in mind that, and I don't think this is on PayPal, but I mean, PayPal was one of the first services that allowed people to actually buy things with cryptocurrency. That's where that big story comes from, where those 2 people that person ordered 2 Domino's pizzas with 30 Bitcoin or 30,000 Bitcoin or something like that, something crazy. It's like, damn, some guy ordered pizza, and paid like 30 Bitcoin, or it was like 30,000 Bitcoin. It was something insane, right? So we saw that, right? We saw that happen, and PayPal, has been good with cryptocurrency.
Why do you believe FTX?
And this partnership wouldn't be so bad, but it seems kind of weird that, PayPal has kind of fallen off, kind of fall from grace since then. And now MetaMask, who now collects your IP address, are making a partnership. I don't think anybody wants this. I don't think anybody really likes this. And I don't like it either, man. I don't like it either. I don't like this partnership. I don't know what they're going to do. We're going to read about it right now. It says right here. So it says, they're going to have partnering with crypto wallet MetaMask. So let's check this out. So 2 of the industry's top names are working to make buying cryptocurrencies that much easier. CoinDesk has reported that PayPal is working alongside the cryptocurrency wallet MetaMask to create a new and more efficient cryptocurrency buying experience. The announcement relates that the 2 entities are seeking diverse options available to users for the transfer of their digital assets. The 2 companies revealed their collaboration today through a press release reported by CoinDesk. Okay, I get it, great, but it's like, are they going to yeet your crypto if you spread misinformation? I don't know. It says PayPal users can now buy crypto, but I think they've always been able to buy crypto, especially first, right? So it says the partnership between PayPal and MetaMask is great news for users who are looking for an easier way to purchase cryptocurrencies. The partnership was created out of the intention to support a simpler and more mainstream approach to PayPal users who want to get into the industry. The press release revealed that the MetaMask developer consensus is set to allow users to select PayPal as a payment option when buying Ethereum within the MetaMask platform. Moreover, this development integrates what is a seamless transfer of digital assets between the 2 platforms. So I like it. I mean, there's many other payment services. Like if you go into MetaMask, right? I have it right here, obviously. And you want to like buy cryptocurrency, like you can buy it. Like you can use Transact, MoonPay, Wire, you can deposit it if you want to. There's the Coinbase Pay. There's many different services, but I just don't like to see PayPal there. I don't like to see PayPal there. I'm sure it's fine, but with the whole collecting your IP address and the whole misinformation thing, it's not good for optics, right? Like I'm sure not a lot of people like what's going on here. Let's see some of the comments. Oh God, I can't believe we have Cyta Pro fucking dorks in here. So MetaMask isn't decentralized since they changing it. It says, no thanks. I don't want my funds frozen because I accidentally misgendered someone. And we don't trust PayPal. Crypto is the future. Like, reading these comments are very telling because it shows where the sentiment's at. No one likes it. Say goodbye to MetaMask then. I guess I'm not using MetaMask anymore. I'm still going to use MetaMask, but I'm going to be using a VPN, right? A VPN. Yeah. So what do you guys think about that? All right, I'm going to chat with you guys for a little bit. What do you guys think about that? What's up, Selma? How you doing, baby? Yantra. Story with us says, be careful with Ledger, especially connecting to some Ledger Twitter support pages. There's a suspicion that they were put up by FTX, as apparently one of the ENG was an EX. I heard about that. FTX owns Ledger. I heard about that stories with us, but I think Ledger's fine, right? Ledger's fine. Union says, PayPal snitches on you to the IRS for a $500 or more, so why use PayPal or cash app when all they're going to do is snitch on you. Oh yeah, stop opening a business account and PayPal and selling gift cards. Yeah, so I don't know about you guys, but when I don't know if you guys had this experience, but when I first started my YouTube channel, I was taking donations in PayPal because I wasn't monetized yet. People said, "Where are your donation buttons? Give us donations." And I was like, "I can't. I'm not monetized." So I set up a PayPal, and I had like $300 in there, and they closed my PayPal account down for suspicious activity. I was like, I'm just getting donations on my YouTube channel, you little dorks. And every time I try to appeal it, it's like I never got a person. I got some forum, I had some emails. I tried twice and I stopped emailing them. You know what I mean? I just stopped. So, I mean, it was just a hassle, you know? It's a hassle. So it's just terrible. And yeah, I mean, look at deposits over $600 into your bank account or like transfers from these apps have to be reported to the IRS, and there's going to be a form for them if they're like if it's money for like work or something like that, right? I mean, you could always say it's not money for work, but you got to be truthful, right? Oh, Bree says the guy. Okay, so the story was the guy paid $10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. I wish I could go back in time, right? Go back in time. Steve says Metamask was my fave and PayPal was good. Screw them both now. Maybe Well says PayPal will bring more people into crypto, which is good, but PayPal is dying business. This one, that's what I was thinking. You know, Sata Pro collects your seed phrase. Run. Yeah, they're weird, bro. Roy Laker says your politics suck, bro. Poly, many ticks, blood sucking insects. So, nice. I thought you were selling drugs, bro. Brad says IDK, I don't really use PP much at all. PP. In theory, it's a great service. It's in practice, it's current iteration is a shit business that's crooked and woke. Yeah, exactly. Rippletards. I love the comments, bro. Rodney for mayor. You do not want me being mayor. I'm waking up at 6 o'clock. I'm not getting up earlier than 6 o'clock, bro. I'm going to be a chill ass mayor walking in like a sweatsuit. All right. How are we looking today? All right. I'm going back to bed. Just kidding. I've actually been really busy. I've been really busy. Like yesterday was like a hectic, busy day. And today's a hectic, busy day too. I got so much shit to do today, but it feels good. Not just being busy, but being productive. Being busy is better than not doing anything, but being productive is better than being busy, obviously, right? You can be busy doing anything, but you want to be productive, right? So I love it. I love being productive, guys. I love being productive. If you guys haven't thought about learning how to fight or MMA or something like that, I would really consider joining a gym and just learning how to grapple a little bit and throw a punch. It's really good for you. Rodney for mayor? How about Rodney for Supreme God Emperor? I'd settle for Rodney as for president. You do not want me as president, bro. I'm not. I am not the type. I have a type A personality a little bit, but mostly I'm not. I'm not type A at all. And I know myself, right? I'm not the work 20 hours a day kind of guy, sleep 4 hours and do it the next day. I'm sleeping 8 hours. I like to party and go to festivals occasionally. And I like to work at my own pace. You know? So, you know, I just not me. I mean, it's okay. It's good to know yourself, you know? It's funny how people like some people will get up like at 5 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. and work out like a hard workout, like go for like a 10-mile run in the morning. No, not me. I like to work out after I'm awake, like after I do coffee and crypto, drinking a ton of coffee, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to work out now, you know? Rodney, wait, what? Rodney, have you seen Ben McKenzie from the OC show of crypto and hearing? I did not see that, JT. I did not see that. Who is that? Rodney taking CZ place and run BNB. Oh my God! If you guys do not want me running a cryptocurrency exchange, I would scam all you guys. If I was at SBF, I would have had bigger orgies. I just wouldn't look all dusty, and I would have used Head and Shoulders because that guy does not use Head and Shoulders, bro. That guy's so dusty. You can't be a fraud and dusty. You got to be one or the other. Just kidding. I would rug all you guys though. I'm taking all your customer funds. I'm gambling it, baby. All on black, baby. Double or nothing. Rodney for the new CEO, Saitama. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of blue shirts. Matthew says, no yoga class with Jake. No. Although I do need to start doing yoga. I need to get my ass in yoga. I don't know why I haven't, but I do. I need to get my ass in yoga. Yoga is so good. I need to stretch more. I do not stretch enough. Matthew says, Rodney, I would vote for you for governor of California. You're smarter and more realistic than most people, and your schedule wouldn't bother me. Yeah, I don't, first of all, being a governor, I'm not that corrupt, right? Two, didn't Gavin Newsom bang his best friends who passed away, his wife? I wouldn't do that. That's breaking the homie code, right? We don't do that. That's breaking the homie code, right? So I wouldn't plow my passed away best friend's wife because, I'm a homie. Anyways. All right. That's awkward, but it's true, right? I wouldn't want to make all those connections, right? SPF's ashy shoulders look like Rodney's knees. You don't know how my knees look. You don't know if my knees are ashy. You've never seen my knees in your life. Or maybe you have. Jake told you to do yoga, huh? I was married to a yoga instructor. What are you talking about? That worked at one of the biggest yoga places down here. Well, she was trained to do yoga, and she knows how to do everything. I used to go to yoga with her all the time. All right. She's certified to teach classes, and I got that one-on-one treatment for that stuff like that. So I know a little bit about yoga. I just don't go because it's just boring. I'd rather just throw punches and kicks and shit. But literally, you need to be able to stretch. $50 donation, $50 winners are on Mondays. But me and Jake are having one. So if you want to go ahead and go to Jake's Twitter and follow the steps, you could be you guys could be entered to win. So if you guys want to win more money, I'm just throwing out money on this channel, because I gotta share my blessings with the homies. I gotta share my blessings with my people. You guys are my people, I gotta share my blessings. Why do you guys think I do everything Jake does? People are saying oh, you got your Tesla because Jake wanted a Tesla. Jake had a Tesla. Guys, in April, when I was living in the Airbnb, remember that? When you guys why are you at an Airbnb? When I was talking about getting a new car, what was the first car we were going to get? It was a Tesla, you weirdos. We just decided to go around the world, look at other cars. I test drove both those cars and decided on a Tesla. Fucking weirdos. Tesla was the first car I wanted. Biz was like, get the Tesla Plaid. And I was like, Plaid? I don't like the color plaid. I don't like I don't like the design. And then everybody's like, you're dumb, Rodney. Plaid is not the design. It's the type model of the car. And I was like, oh, okay. You little weirdos. Yes, stretching and martial arts go hand in hand. Yes. Jayhawk says, liar. Motherfucker tried to give me gas money. I tried. So Jayhawk originally won the meme contest. And I said, hey, send your ETH address. And he was like, no. So I picked another winner. I picked Keith Enoch. I would pay to see Jake and Rodney wrestle. Shut up, Jake. I get a fresh fade bi-weekly. The color. I know, Bree. What's up, Horse Soldier? How you doing, baby? I know. See, the thing about WagMe is they got to pay for promotion, man. I think they're going to go crazy, but I'm an investor, but they got to pay for promotion. They got money. They got to pay for promotion. The last time Scott came on, I don't know why I blanked on Scott's name. I know Scott. I just texted me the other day asking me how my car was. Thank you, Scott. But they're pushing it, and I believe in my investment, but you got to pay influencers, man. You know what I mean? You got to pay influencers. But they're friends, so I let them come on the show. It's not like I have the biggest crypto show. They probably don't need me, whatever. But, you got to pay for a promotion, we have a good viewership here and people like to buy shit we talk about. So you got to pay for promotion, man, So that's why I'm not promoting a ton of WagMe all the time. Jake's tweet is about 100x, 5 minutes. Rodney tweets. I tweet 1,000x coming, okay? Look, you guys know I schedule a lot of my tweets for the day, right? Hi, Toshi. I'm glad you are... Toshi says, I'm glad that you are supporting the blind community by letting them cut your hair, Rodney. Really kind of you, man. Fuck you, bro. Jax is definitely not the same barber, but if he must watch the stream and see me roasting his work. No, this is a different barber. That's a clean fade, though. Chill. Donna says, talk all the shit you want about Gavin, but he's about to make California become the 4th largest economy in the world. It's already the 4th largest economy in the world. There's also a bunch of we also have a huge problem in California, Dunder. We have a mass exodus, right? Now, I'll never leave California because I think it's beautiful. I love this state. And San Diego is kind of nice. It's not like, it's literally not like LA. LA is like LA is gross, right? But, San Diego is not like that. I love this state. So the politics are a little ass backwards. The homelessness problem is a little getting out of hand. But man, how do you handle those issues? I just don't like Gavin Newsom. The pandemic really showed who Gavin Newsom was. All that shit where they're having us peasants locked up inside of our houses while these motherfuckers are going out having these crazy dinners. I remember that. I remember when small businesses had to have like some stupid ass tent thing, so they had to operate outside. And we're looking at this asshole going to dinner with his family and friends in like a place that wasn't outside. It's like, no, rules for thee, not for me. They're the elite. We're not the elite. I don't care how much money you get. You know what I mean? We're not the elite. I'm half black, half white, and a little bit of Mexican. I'm 20. It's kind of awkward. I'm a little Mexican. I'm 50% black, 100%. A little Mexican, a lot of, and then the rest is white. So. Gavin D, what's up, Joe? Yeah, I think Tonic's a good project. Tonic's a very, very good project. BSV. Kronos sold out of digital land. He said, but that's all politicians. They were all doing the same thing. We couldn't just exactly. Nancy Pelosi getting her hair done, right? Nancy Pelosi, lockdowns everywhere, but she went to go get her hair done, because why? Because why not? She wants her hair done. Yeah, exactly, bro. Chingón, what's up, Jorge? ¿Cómo está, güey? Oh. What do I think of XRP? I think it's a great service. I think, I think there's a future for them. Are they going to pump to $5 when they beat the SEC? Probably not, but, All right, guys, with that, I'm out of here for the day. How did I find Tectonic? Jayhawk's big ass head told me about it, bro. But thanks a lot, guys. I got to get out for the day. Honestly, I got to take a shit, and I'm not holding it anymore. So do me a favor, smash the like button, push us up in the old algorithm on the way out. I love watching your face, Jorge. We got to give a shout out to Rodney's new barber for a boy. I'm gonna send him this text right now because I'm gonna send him. That's my boy. I actually just sold him. He's the one who bought my Mustang. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Thanks a lot, guys. Content's going to be very, very limited today, but I'll put out something, all right? Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.